Hey, what's going on, fellow hunters? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday, September 25th. I'm in central Indiana right now where I live. I'm getting ready to make an hour and 45-minute drive down to northern Kentucky. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do one more evening hunt down there before our season opens up in 6 days. My van is saying that it's 58 degrees outside. We had a small storm this morning, but it really brought the temperature down quite a bit. It's supposed to come up a little bit throughout the afternoon. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get down there by noon so I can do just kind of a little bit of scouting on the way in. I'm going to try not to sit the same tree in this tip of that same field again, but if I don't find something that I like, I'm just going to go with what I'm comfortable with and what I'm used to. Right, I've already hit that spot like 6 times, which to some people is crazy. You hit the same stand 6 times, but yeah, I did, and I saw a whole bunch of deer. Was shooting over their back. I went ahead over the last couple weeks, and I've been playing around with my bow, and I did have to bump my sight housing up just a little bit to bring my 20 pin just a little bit closer to where I wanted, and then I had to bump my 30 pin up after that just to bring it a little closer to where I wanted. But last night I was throwing darts at 20, 25, 30, 35, so hopefully, you know, still aiming a little bit lower than what I really want to hit, just in case they duck it, or just because of the trajectory, you know what I mean. So still gonna try to shoot a little low if I get a chance, you know. Hopefully, right, we're praying, hopefully we get to see something. I'd really like to bring a nice big fat mature doe home tonight. Heck, a fawn will do, I guess. I don't know. Right, I won't be able to tell you till the deer steps out. You know, of course I would love to see a buck down there, but I haven't even seen one yet. All right, I'm not just doe hunting, right? But I don't have any kind of intel. I don't have any cameras set up. I don't have any kind of, I don't know what bucks are there, where they're moving, anything. So if I just see one, it's going to be by chance. So yeah, hoping for a doe tonight. I'm getting ready to jump on the interstate, and there's a whole bunch of construction. So I'm going to go ahead and jump up off of here. I'll get back with you when we get to Kentucky. See you soon. Alright, so I'm down here at this public. And so actually, there was a dude that I had kind of started talking to on Facebook. And he said that he lives like 15 minutes from here, right? So he said he was going to come down here and he was going to kind of show me around some of the steeper part of the property in which I hadn't been yet. I stood pretty much exactly where somebody had shot a 116 pointer out here last year, and in all honesty, that there's probably no way in hell I'd ever walk back there all by myself. Man, it is so deep, right? But that's how you shoot 116 pointers, right? You go super deep where nobody's gonna go. But that's not quite me at this point. So he did kind of turn me onto this spot where I found this where we found this little pond, right? We were walking back here, and we had a doe cut the trail right in front of us. I didn't film any of it, right? Because I'm not gonna like bust my camera out and shove it in this dude's face, you know, the first time we meet. But we were way deep back in there. So it's 2:27 right now. I'm getting ready to probably walk back in about a half hour. I've kind of got a spot picked out kind of by that pond. There's a dry creek that's going to be down to the bottom of the hill, so I'm going to try to set up with my strong side down the hill, so I may have to walk around the pond to the back side, so that way I can see the pond over here. If something comes in, I can kind of spin around or come over on my weak side and kind of shoot down by the water's edge. It's real small, maybe 30-foot round, right? But I'm going to walk around the pond a little bit. We're going to see if there's any kind of like cut downs on little slopes, right, where there's footprints and stuff hanging out, and I'm going to check down by that creek. And that's kind of where we're going to set up for tonight. So I'm going to walk back in here, like I said, in about a half hour, and once we get a little closer to the spot, I will pull my phone back out and I'll start filming. Alright, so I'm getting relatively close to the spot. I'm only a few hundred yards away at this point. So then all these trails, there's this clover field out here. So at the back side of this clover field, on the back side of this clover field is a trail that runs down into the woods, goes all the way across the power lines, where the cut power lines are, and then it also goes down to a dry creek bed.
there's a ton of tracks out here. All right, so I'm assuming any really kind of pinch point or corner of this little tiny 30-yard long or 30-yard wide clover field would be a good spot too, but I feel like that's where everybody else is going to be if they're going to come back this far. That or they're going to walk right past me and keep going down to the creek bed. But so we're going to come in here, and once we get down by this pond, I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is kind of the area I'm talking about. I guess it's not really a pond, it's more of a water hole, but I'll go ahead and show it to you. All right, so here's this water hole over here. What I'm going to try to do is come up and around the water hole, that back corner, hoping that I can see down this ridge top over here. So we're going to go ahead and walk through here, see what we see when me and that guy were walking through here. He saw a doe come running down here by the pond, and that's not why I'm setting up over here. I keep calling it a pond, this water hole. I just heard something, like a squeal. I should probably be pretty quiet. But if you saw a doe run over here, that's not necessarily why I'm here. It just looks like a good spot. Because if they're going to drink, it's going to be right on one of these edges. I'll get back with you here in a minute. All right, so it's about 4 o'clock. I finally made it up. So that little water hole is probably 50 yards away up on the top of this ridge. And it seems like there's this real wide open over here. Seems like there's a bunch of trails coming up down from that dry creek bed. I'll swing down here a little bit. Down from that dry creek bed. And when I was coming back up, I stepped up on about 1.5 million acorns and nuts and all kinds of things. So let me point the camera around. I'm going to show you where all these acorns are. So at the base of that huge 4-trunk, right at the base of that huge 4-trunk oak is where there's just acorns everywhere. They're constantly falling. So hopefully if I sit here and I just stay quiet and I shut up, hopefully something will come off the water hole or be going to the water hole and will stop right here, broadside at like 5 yards. Alright, so we're just going to hang out today. I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of show you a little bit of what this little oak flat looks like. Damn sun is right in the frame. So yeah, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you what this little oak flat looks like. And then I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to shut up. And I'm going to hope to take home a doe tonight. You know, hopefully, right? If it's meant to be, tonight will be the night. So, hopefully, I mean, this little tree is tiny, dude. There ain't no way I'd ever put a stand in this thing, so that's why I really enjoy this saddle, man. I picked, like, this little 4-inch tree, but hopefully nothing comes up on these trails behind me at all. Hopefully everything's kind of right over here heading to these dropping acorns, because, I mean, they're just dropping. I can hear them, and there's hundreds, so I think it's a good spot, man. Hopefully we'll get to smoke a doe tonight. So we will see. Now this spot right here is only a couple hundred yards away from the tip of that Milo field that I was hunting a couple weeks ago. Just gotta go down and up a couple of ridges and then through a dry creek bed before you come to this ridge top. And right at the top of this ridge, right, that's where that little water hole is, right over here. I've got another stand about 20 yards away from me, right in front of me, but the bottom of the ladder is gone. So they must take their bottom rung when they leave. Hopefully that person don't come back tonight. But hopefully they're going to come working their way up through this ridge and hopefully come up to this ridge top, stop right here by this oak flat and start feeding on these acorns so I can get a good shot when they turn. It's kind of what I'm hoping for, but you know how they are. That means they're going to come from this direction and stand right behind me, right? I've learned so much already this season with this whole new saddle system and everything like that, and trying to self-film every single time and try to stay consistent and try to tell a story with what's going on. That's the most difficult part of doing this, I think, is just telling the story. Because when there's no deer, right, I'm just sitting here. There's really not a whole lot going on. But it's being able to give you my plan and try to execute and show you what goes on while I'm doing it. Hopefully we can get ourselves a doe tonight. I really would like to take a redemption shot, right? I've got my bow, shooting darts at 20, 25, 30, and 35. So anything right in on this ridge top, I can shoot at. It's 4:20. I'm gonna sit here, shut up. Hopefully here in about 2 hours we'll start to see some action. So if anything starts going on, I'll get back with you. I gotta remember to film an outro. Film an outro for this video. I can't just shut the camera off and walk away because that doesn't complete the story. So facing south on this oak ridge top, acorns 10 yards away, dry creek bed, water hole, 300 yards from Milo, maybe 250. It's just down those ridges. So this looks like a good spot. We'll see what happens. So I literally just turned around and there's a lock-on stand 10 freaking feet behind me. That's the most it's got like the most heartbreaking thing when you're hunting public, man. When you turn around you see that kind of stuff, because like I know it's public, but I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. You know, if somebody comes traveling all the way out here to sit at the stand, I don't want to be sitting right here 10 feet away from them. You know, because then they're going to walk away thinking, what a freaking asshole. But I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. Just seems like a good spot, so hopefully that guy and that guy are busy tonight. Hopefully they don't come back. Meh. 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 Got her. I got her. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Shot at that deer 3 fucking times. I'm shaking so fucking bad. I don't know if I got that shot on cam, man. That was freaking crazy. I'll grab these arrows and see what the hell is going on. Alright, so I just got on the ground. I got everything packed up. I'm gonna grab my bow. We're gonna go up to the top of this hill and see if there's any blood. I saw it run off with the arrow, so we'll see what happened. Alright, so I just found some blood. I'll go ahead and show it to you. We'll see what see where this deer ended up going. I couldn't even find the point of impact, so it's freaking dark as shit out here. And so we got a little bit of blood there. I had initially found it kind of back here, so I knew this was the direction in which the deer ran off. I mean it's bright red and all. So didn't go 20, baby. Didn't go 20. There she is. Dude, I just got a deer. There it is right there. This is a little one. Ooh. That was a hard quarter and it come right out of its butthole. Look at that. There's the broadhead. Alright, well, I know you can't see because of my light, but we're gonna go ahead and get to work, I guess. Well, so I don't know how good of a video this will really make, but it's kind of hard to see here. It's a fawn. It's got a couple lines of spots down its back. I couldn't tell when I shot it, but in all reality, I don't care. This is one of the hardest harvests I've ever had to go through in my whole life, right? Out of state, public property, right? This is my first public deer, right? First deer I've ever killed on public. First deer I've ever killed out of saddle. First deer I've ever killed in Kentucky. This has been an absolute battle. All right, but there she is. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this van door. I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna quarter it, and it's gonna be some good eating tomorrow. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Make sure you never miss a harvest, right? And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.